And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Ludes, and tomorrow it is All Star Weekend, or at least the beginning of it. So, 2K was going to drop some heater, for lack of a better term. And I mean, they've delivered. To be completely honest, it's a little different than we had anticipated, but we're going to go through what we're getting tomorrow, in addition to what I think we're also going to be seeing for the remainder of the weekend. So, or what we'll be seeing Monday. It just kind of depends. So, first things first, we got our Dark Matters. We all knew these were coming. We got Kobe, we got Tmac. By the way, this card art is fire for Tmac. The Kobe stuff is pretty normal. Like, he looks like normal Kobe card art, but they used young Magic Tmac, which is maybe it's just that I'm a Tmac stan. It's probably just that I'm a Tmac stan. And then we got Russell Westbrook, who'll be the troll Dark Matter that no one is going to want and everyone's going to get. Tmac and Kobe both are going to be 500k plus, I would assume, especially with qualifiers on Saturday. But, it is what it is. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get this card for a while, but it is what it is. I accept that. I'm living with it. You know what I mean? It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Anyways, yeah, we knew we were getting these all-star promos. We knew we were getting these 3 Dark Matters. In addition to these cards, I don't know what else we're going to see, but I'm going to go and try to predict some of the cards that we might see in the all-star set. I do think we're going to see some NBA 75 cards, and I will talk about that in a second. So I'm also going to go check out the market because it's absolutely collapsed at this point. So we're not seeing anything else as far as what we're getting, but we got something else. New All-Star Evolution Lifetime Agenda Group goes live tomorrow. Compete in this evolution-based event with 23 All-Stars, including Gio Wilkins, Gio Bird, and the group reward, Galaxy Opal Blake Griffin. Evolve a player by completing single or multiplayer requirements to earn your next All-Star. Now, a lot of people are reading into this in a variety of ways. Now, I do want to touch on this. Knowing 2K, when it says by completing single or multiplayer requirements, instead of that meaning you can choose which one you want to do, my assumption would be that there's some that are multiplayer, some that are single player. I'm hoping that that's not the case and it's just stat accumulation, because that would be huge for the mode, especially with President's Day. A lot of people are off work on Monday. I think our school's out Monday. I don't know, dude. It's been 10 years since I've been in school. I don't know. Either way, this is huge right here. These 3 cards alone, they're probably going to be the top 3. So these are basically 2K's version of Spotlight Sims this year. So basically what that means is Dominique and Larry Bird are going to be... This actually doesn't make a whole lot of sense, to be honest, because usually it's they do East and West. So if you were reading this in the normal capacity, it would be Blake Griffin and Dominique. You get both of them, and then once you get both of them, you get Bird. But it's once you get Bird and Dominique, you get Big Blake. Big Blake will be a top tier big man, but that being said, keep in mind he's a reward card. Also, what is with this? Why do they... I'm sorry, but come on. Look at Dominique. Look at Blake Griffin, dog. What is this? Okay, first off, this doesn't look like Dominique. This looks... It looks like Wesley Snipes in New Jack City. And I can't even tell you what Blake Griffin looks like. Blake Griffin almost has too much detail. It's there was supposed to be detail between both these players, and they just used all the detail on Blake Griffin. Why? Dominique doesn't look like a real person at all. He looks too smooth, and then Blake Griffin looks too real. This is hilarious, dude. Is he supposed to be grunting? He looks like he's crying. Why can they never give... What is their vendetta against Blake Griffin? Why does he always look stupid? Remember back to 2K21 last year? It didn't even look like Blake Griffin when they would hype him up on the menus or whatever. It looked like an entirely different guy. This is hilarious. I'm sorry, I'm dwelling on this for a while. Larry Bird looks perfect. He looks just like Larry Bird, but these two. All right. Okay, I'm back to normal. All right. Let's look at the cards. We'll start with the big ones. Like I've already covered these, so I'm not going to go into too much detail. T-Mac's going to be the best shooting guard in the game by a long while, for sure. I guarantee he has unnecessary badges like Hoff Clamps, Hoff Interceptor, Hoff Intimidator. Like there's not going to be, he's only going to have 20 Hoffs. I say only, like that's not a lot. Well, compared to last year when cards were coming out at this point with 41 Hoff badges is what the first Dark Matters had last year. 20 is comparatively not that much. You know what I mean? There's really not going to be anything Tmac doesn't have. If he doesn't have anything, I promise it will be Hot Zone Hunter. And I'll touch on this later. Like if he's not going to have a shooting badge, it's going to be Hot Zone Hunter or Green Machine. He's not going to have one of those two. 2K rarely takes badges away from. So when they do an upgrade of a card, very rarely do they take a badge away. The only time you'll see that is if we get a free version of the card or like a scaled down version of the card. Upgraded versions never have badges removed. So like he's going to have all of these badges that you see here. Plus some. And they're going to be upgraded. As far as badges that he might not have, Quick Chain or Hyperdrive, one of those two he might not have, and then Hot Zone Hunter or Green Machine he might not have. Defensive badges, he's going to have everything except Rim Protector. So Rim Protector is going to be the expensive one that everyone's trying to add to Tmac. He's going to be stupid, though. And basically what I say about Kobe, or what I say about Tracy McGrady goes for Kobe as well, so it doesn't really matter. Now let's look at Larry Legend. Larry Legend is going to be interesting. I'm excited about this Larry Bird card. I am. Like, I'm stoked about this. I loved this card. This card was fantastic. I mean, you guys know, you watched me. I used this card like crazy. He was a little bit sluggish and slow, but he was good. If he has above a 90 speed, I think Larry Bird could actually be really good. His animations aren't that great. Like, the base dribble style is pretty bad. The curry behind the back, I don't mind, though. It's really not that terrible. Like, if they give him like an 86 ball handle and like an 88, 90 speed with ball, he could actually be really, really good. Now, what worries me is the term Evo. And the reason I say that is because if these are quote-unquote Evo cards and we're not able to upgrade badges, that's going to be like a huge bummer. That's going to be like so depressing. I don't know, dude. It just kind of remains to be seen, I guess. Like, I don't know. But Larry Bird will be good. You know, he'll have like all these badges plus some. If he has like gold quick first step, a couple dribbling badges, and like, you know, maybe like a couple additional defensive badges like box or whatever, he could be a very good like small forward, power forward for us to use. You know what I mean? He really could. Dominique, I actually like a lot. So I actually like Dominique a lot. He's better than you would think. Like he's got jump shot 8, which is not terrible. Like it's actually pretty solid. Really 75 uppers, not the greatest, but it's not awful either. Fundamental dribble style, people do not like that, but it's not the worst thing in the world. The pro behind the back, I think, is actually a little bit slept on. Like Derek Anderson has that. Dan Marley, Grant Hill aren't the most meta cards in the world, but they can move a little bit once you get used to it. You know what I mean? So I actually think like Dominique, for as far as free shooting guards go, he might be one of the better free shooting guards in this entire game. Truly, I think Devin Booker's probably still going to be a little bit better, but he'll be good for sure. And then we got Big Blake. Shout out to Big Blake, right? If they give him like gold limitless, he'll be missing some shooting badges. Probably, I would guess, Chef, Circus threes. He'll be missing one of the important ones that like are always missing, like Deadeye or something. But if he has any of the dribbling badges and any of the defensive badges, Blake will be an absolute monster. Like I really like his release. I really like it on Billy Cunningham too, in addition to the Blake Griffin cards. Like I'm a big fan. Power dribble style sucks. I guarantee he still has that. He probably has Blake Griffin on normal timing. Maybe they give us quick timing, but I don't think that's going to be the case. The one thing I will say about Larry Bird too is if they give us Larry Bird release on quick timing, I think it would be really good. So, you know, it is what it is. Now let's go head over to the market and let's talk about the impact that this stuff might have. All right, we're back on 2K where there's not quite as many ads for Peacock. I'm sure at some point 2K will throw a Peacock ad in here. And the reason I say that is because they're throwing Peacock ads on everything. I have to assume it's because no one's using Peacock, because why would you? You're not a 56-year-old man. No, you know what? That's giving not enough credit to 56-year-old men. They like prestige television like HBO. 70-something. That's like the streaming service you get for your like grandparent in a nursing home that you know shouldn't be there, but you don't know what else to do with them. Anyways, the market is going to be interesting. We're going to see a huge collapse on pink diamond Kobe's, obviously. We've already kind of seen that, but now we're going to see it even more. The thing I will say is keep on the lookout for pink diamond Kobe's, because chances are you're going to be able to find one tomorrow extremely cheap with badge editions. I would be willing to bet any amount of money that that's going to happen. And I think that's cool. Like, let's see. Is there any up? I guarantee there's some up right now. Yeah, he'll be a buyout tomorrow. Just wait. Just hold off. People have known this is coming for like a week or whatever, but it's like something triggers in your brain when you actually see these cards like arrive that makes you like just start feverishly putting up your cards for like 99k. And realistically, the people who are going to have like Kobe and Tmac, they don't care if their card sells for 99k. You know what I mean? They don't care about that. Like they probably buy MT or something. They truly don't care. In addition to that, we're going to see a drop in guys like Klay Thompson. I could see his price dropping. We are seeing quite a bit of him being put up at the moment. The other top shooting guards in this game are, you know, free cards for the most part. Devin Booker, Reggie Lewis, etc. I'm going to keep a close eye on Michael Jordan, because if Michael Jordan gets buyout status, I'm picking him up 100%, dude. No question about it. Like, my boy MJ is coming home. Now, I don't know, dude. I want MJ. That being said, like, is MJ really going to be that much better than, like, Dominique? Probably not, but, you know, I'm a Bulls fan, dude. I'm a Jordan stan. It is what it is. I mean, I'm a Tmac stan first and foremost, but one thing I will say tomorrow is you're going to want to keep an eye on cards that you have, right, that you like using. So an example of this would be Karolinko, right? Karolinko is still going to be more than usable. Like, there's no question about it. Karolinko is still going to be fire. Keep an eye on guys like Karolinko, because people are going to abandon their Karolinkos that they spent like 100k badging out for some reason, and you can pick them up for the low. If you can get a badged up Karolinko, dude, you're going to be sitting good, because that's still going to be a very competitive card. Like, this one's 45k with an additional Hoff badge. I'm not sure what the Hoff badge is, but I'll find out. I don't have any Hoff badges on mine, so let's take a look. It's probably something stupid, but it's volume shooter. But honestly, the volume shooter is pretty clutch. So, like, I would recommend paying the extra for that. Maybe not an extra whole 10,000, but this one's got Hot Zone Hunter. He's got good hot zones, especially in the corners. I think that's worth spending an extra 9,000 MT with an unlimited contract and an unlimited shoe too. This one's got what? Difficult shots, I think. I don't know which one this at. Hold on. Whatever, it's not that good. I know that for a fact. Bullet passer, pogo, intimidator, interceptor, clamps, chase down. Yep. Difficult shots. That's not really worth it. But when it comes to the rest of them, it is worth it. So I would recommend taking a look. Other guys would be like Porzingis would be another one to look at, especially if we get like a pink diamond or whatever budget friendly big man that's fire. Keep an eye on guys like Porzingis, because their price will fall for sure. And that goes for guys like LaMelo too. That also goes even for like budget options like Josh Smith, Serge Ibaka, Bob Sura. Especially if we get budget cards, people are going to sell off some of these guys to try to get like the best cards in the game. Thurl Bailey is probably going to be cheap, and he'll still be really good for a few more weeks. So, you know, you want to keep an eye on some of these cards because they're going to be cheap. Looking at cards that people really liked for a while that are not outdated, but people are going to move on from pretty quick. That might be like badged out. Terry Dissinger, obviously, still pretty good. And I could see him going as low as like 50k. Wow. Okay. On the dot. I probably shouldn't have picked him up for as much as I did like a couple weeks ago, but I've had so much fun with him that I don't really feel bad about it, to be honest. But it's worth going to look to see if you can get a badged up version for cheap. Like, if you see a badged up version going for around market price, it's not a bad idea to swap yours out. You know what I mean? I'm going to be looking to do that, especially with Terry, because I like Terry a lot. So that's somebody I'm going to be looking to do that with. Bosch is another target. Like, there's not a lot of them, so I don't think he's going to fall in price too much, but he's still like a very good big man in this game. I feel like people sleep on him for some reason. I'm not sure. We could see price drops on pretty much every high tier player. So definitely keep an eye out there, especially these guys up here. We could see a lot of drops on guys like Grant Hill, who is still really good. Like, really good. If we get a big man, we can see a drop on Cat. That one's kind of less likely, to be honest. Pre-qualifiers, we're not seeing drops on guys like James Harden or Alonzo Ball or Jalen Rose, but it's worth taking a look anyway. You might be able to find those guys for cheap. I should have bought Rashard Lewis when he was really cheap, but he'll fall off in price again tomorrow. I'm not really too worried about it, to be honest. I just kind of slept on that. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of cards that are going to be cheap tomorrow. Now, who else could we see in these packs? Who else could we see, in general for the spotlight sims or whatever they're called? To be honest, there's a lot of guys. One guy that I would say is pretty likely that we see tomorrow in some capacity is Jokic. I would say that it's been long overdue to see a Jokic card, so I would assume that we would see one tomorrow. Whether that be packable or whether that be in the quote-unquote spotlight sims, right? Like, who knows? Dirk would be another one. I wouldn't be shocked to see like an Opal Dirk pop up tomorrow. That'd be tight. I would really enjoy that. I mean, he wouldn't be the greatest or most, meta card in the world. Vince Carter, keep in mind all the, grindable cards. There are going to be some pink diamonds and probably some diamonds, probably even some amethysts in the cut too. So think about that. Like, the 3 cards we've been shown are probably the best 3 cards that we can earn. I've seen some people say, yo, they're about to give us blah, blah, blah opals. No, they're probably just going to give us the 3, which is cool. It is what it is. I mean, that's what we got for Spotlight Sims. Yeah, last year. I was going to say yesterday. I wouldn't be shocked to see a Kareem in the mix, too. It's been a long time since we got a Kareem. It has. I mean, the last one we got was Amethyst. You know what I mean? So, other cards we could see that would make an impact and be in the packs would be Dolph Shays. I could see them doing an Opal Dolph Shays, and he'll be like, ridiculous as far as for his price. We got a lot of NBA 75 cards remaining, so I do expect them to drop at least some of them. Some of those options would be like Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Garnett, like I said, Dolph Shays, Bob Pettit, Gary Payton. Hakeem, whenever we're getting a Hakeem card, Robert Parrish, Earl Monroe, like a low tier Dame or an Opal Dame, I don't know. Iverson, who I would guess would be a lower tiered card, or they're just going to wait to do a Dark Matter Iverson, not really sure. Dave DeBussy, I am aware that's not how his name is said. Pistol Pete, Jerry Lucas with all 32 speeds, really excited about that. So, I mean, there's a lot of cards that we could see tomorrow. I think out of the list that I just said, the most likely would probably be like Melo or KG. I would say that's pretty likely. We could also see like Bob Pettit or Dolph Shays. 2K never misses an opportunity to juice up a white guy. So, it is what it is. Qualifiers are on Saturday. I mean, if that's your thing, go for it. I'll probably stream the qualifiers, which will be a fun 5 minutes until I get immediately bounced after game, 2, probably. Now, that being said, if I could use my boy, I wouldn't get bounced at all. I would win every single game if I could use the GOAT himself, Ronnie 2K. But they won't let me do that because they're scared. They're scared of me taking the entire contest down with my Ronnie 2K Ruby card. And you think I'm joking, but I'm not joking. Ronnie's the GOAT. I could take everybody with him. Ty wouldn't beat me. Not with Ronnie. Not possible. I'm too good. Anyways, I don't really know what these challenges are going to do. We got our limited requirements. What do we get for finishing this? Just an all-star player pack. I don't like what's happening here. So you do have to use current all-stars. Okay, interesting. I do like that, though. Like, the current all-star thing, I think I do like that. Now, like, I don't like some of that because all these cards are, like, really expensive. So I really don't know, like, what kind of team I could put together. Is Chris is okay. I can use Chris Middleton. That's cool. I don't know. I don't like that. That's not going to be a fun time for me. I know I can use Chris Money Middleton for sure, who's not good, but he'll do in a pinch, I suppose. Terry Dissinger, sorry, bro, can't use you. DeMar DeRozan, I can use Pink Diamond Ja. I think, oh no, I got to look at the All-Star teams. I know I'm not like the greatest NBA fan in the world. I didn't look, but do you guys really care? Like, do you care? I don't think so. I gotta go buy Diamond Harden or something, I think. Like, I really do. Let me take a look at the rosters here. Okay. Embiid, yeah, he's too expensive. Steph, too expensive. Okay, Ja's coming in here. So yeah, we can only use All Stars, right? Wait, hold on. Can we use 3-point and reserve? Oh no, so we can't even use like, you're telling me I can't use like skill challenge guys or 3-point contest guys? Oh, that's gonna be so pain, dude. People who spent money have such an advantage this weekend, dude. It's gonna suck so bad, bro. Yeah. Oh no. Or people who grinded. Tatum, Jokic. I don't have Jokic. I do have Diamond Wiggins. Shout out to Diamond Wiggins. He's about to come through. Anyways, it's been your boy Cheap Loots. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna build this dusty all-star team, like that makes me use like a bunch of cards I don't want to use. But you know what? That's kind of fun when they do that. Until I get beat up by a dude with like 4 opals. Like, you know what I mean? I'll be live tomorrow at some point later on, probably around 6 p.m. Obviously, my pack opening is going to be delayed, so I apologize for that. I got to go to work. What do you want from me? So it'll be a little bit later before I drop this, but you know, I'll be back nonetheless. Oh, Darius Garland's coming in here. Oh, yeah. Anyways, have a good night, you guys. Drop a like on this video, comment down below, and I will see you guys later. Peace.